What's going on, guys? Bart here with Working the Shoot, and today we're going to be getting into my first predictions video for an AEW pay-per-view. Double or Nothing, presented by AEW, is coming out this Sunday from the time of this recording, which is the 29th, the 28th or the 29th, I forget the specific day right now of May. It took me a second. Yeah, a little nervous because I'm not really as versed in AEW as I am in WWE, but my love of wrestling has wanted me to cover the competition as well. I find it to be only fair if I'm trying to be impartial with reporting in my thoughts of, like, I'm a reporter. I'm not a reporter. I'm just reporting and giving my ideas of what's going on the shows. But before we get into the card, my thoughts of the card for AEW, because it's going to be a big week for wrestling for us here at Working the Shoot. We got Double or Nothing, we got Night of Champions, so we're going to do predictions videos for those shows and then review videos. So we got actually 4 videos lined up for Working the Shoot this week, between now and next Monday morning, and I might even try to throw in a retro review too, or a wrestler spotlight, and start that series. But I want to thank all of you for stopping by, liking, commenting, sharing. I hope that today is the day I earn that subscription. Let's get into it. AEW Double or Nothing 2023. Yeah. Now, I don't know if these matches are going to be in order from how I got them off of the internet box. The internet box! But I'm going to give you the card, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on who's going to win and who's not going to win. And you let me know down below if I got anything wrong? Excuse me. Long day, guys. Long day. What if I got anything wrong? What your ideas are for AEW Double or Nothing? The first match we got here is an unsanctioned match with Chris Jericho versus Adam Cole. Now, I will say I've been a big Chris Jericho fan since I was young, since his WCW days of the Cruiserweight title, the television title, him trying to work into a Goldberg feud, Ralphus, the Y2J, the list literally goes on and on for the impact Chris Jericho has had in wrestling. He's held the heavyweight title for just about every major wrestling promotion out there that matters to him. And we have Adam Cole, a great guy. He's recently come back from injury the last couple months, and I'm thinking that this is going to be a win for Adam Cole, just for the fact of getting him back on track with everything. And Chris Jericho has been pretty decent with putting over younger talent over the last couple of years, like Orange Cassidy and such. But yeah, I think Adam Cole is going to pull the W out for this match. And Chris Jericho, man, I think it's almost time for him to wrap it up, man. He looks stiff, man. He looks like he is hurting some days, man, wrestling. So, yeah, I hope he starts winding it down soon. There's really nothing left for him to do in wrestling. The next match we have is a six-man tag with Ethan Page and the Guns versus Isaiah Cassidy and the Hardys. The Hardys had recently gotten back together. Jeff had come back to AEW after getting released by the WWE, having rehashing his alcohol and or drug problems, and basically making his way back to AEW for one last run as the Hardy Boys. I'm thinking that Isaiah Cassidy and the Hardys are going to win this because of much of the same fruit of the branch, that because Jeff is coming back after an extended amount of time off, that they're going to start his momentum off with a win in this match, even though it's a six-man tag. And don't be surprised if the Hardys and Isaiah win, that they don't go for the triple titles down the road. Just throwing that out there. I always like trios titles. I think they would be pretty awesome. It was one of the big highlights for me for Lucha Libre. And not Lucha Underground, the trios. And I think Lucha Libre does trios too, but I meant to say the show, Lucha Underground. That got me really into enjoying six-man tags. The next match that we have is AEW TBS title with Jade Cargill versus Taya Valkyrie. And Jade Cargill's been on a roll for quite some time now with this title. Both women are great. You know what I mean? It's not saying that some of these participants aren't on the same level as some of the winners I'm talking about that I'd like to see win. But Jade Cargill is she's unlike any woman I've ever seen in my life with her physique, and I'd really like to see her in movies. I am a big advocate for her playing Storm in the MCU, but I don't think that's going to ever happen. That's wishful thinking for me. But a big Jade Cargill fan, and I think she's going to continue her title reign after this weekend and continue her dominance. The next match we have is Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm for the AEW Women's title. Jamie Hayter is currently the title holder. Toni Storm and Saraya and I forget the other lady's name, all ex-WWE ladies have been teaming up and trying to run roughshod on the AEW Women's division, and Toni Storm has a chance to win the title here. I would like to see Toni Storm win. I think she's an incredible athlete, incredible worker, and just an absolute looker. Not that should matter in your job, but I just love Toni Storm. I think she's a great worker overall, and I hope that she pulls out the win, winning the women's title. The next match that we have is AEW International title. The current holder is Orange Cassidy, and this is going to be like a 21-person battle royale match. Some of the other participants are Aaron Solo, QT Marshall, and Powerhouse Hobbs, but they hadn't released any of the other participants of this battle royal for the title. Orange Cassidy has been title holder for over 200 days, and 21 successful title defenses. So that's why maybe all these people it's people he defended against, and now they're all coming together to bringing it all together. I feel like Orange Cassidy may lose this match and lose his title. But as far as anyone, one particular person winning it, I don't have the full list of participants, so I'm not really going to be able to give a solid, concise answer. But Powerhouse Hobbs is good as choice as any. Orange Cassidy had a nice little run. I kind of like the gimmick. It's funny, but at the same time, I feel like he doesn't take it seriously either, and you should. But I don't know. I feel like he's definitely going to lose this. And as far as a winner, maybe Powerhouse Hobbs. But we'll see. I definitely feel like there's going to be a new international title holder. Now, the next match is the AEW TNT title. It's a ladder match with Christian Cage with Luchasaurus against Wardlow. Wardlow is probably going to win this match. He's a big, beefy guy. Christian is going to try to pull some shenanigans like he always does, especially with Luchasaurus by his side. But I think Wardlow is going to come out on top of this ladder match and, figure out where he's going after that. Or if Christian Cage does win, you can always line him up with MJF feud for the title. But I don't know if you want to burn that quite yet. So that's why I'm choosing Wardlow for that match. Excuse me. And AEW has absolutely too many titles. Too many, Tony Khan. Too many. Next match is the AEW World Tag Team titles. FTR versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Both the legends, all four men. FTR is going to win this match, though. They are currently and one of the best tag teams in all of wrestling ever. They're really one of the greatest tag teams ever to grace wrestling. They're going to walk out with the win against Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, two legends of wrestling, doing the JLB for FTR. That's how I think that match is going to play out. Now, here's the last two matches, and I'm going to say this one thing. If this is how the card is going to play out in the order I did, I'm not liking the order of the last two matches at all. The next match is the AEW World Title, the Four Pillars match. MJF, the current AEW World Title holder, Sammy Guevara, Jack Perry, and Darby Allin. Jack Perry was at Jungle Boy, okay? Jungle Boy is not winning. Someone not named Jungle Boy is not winning the AEW World Title, okay? And as far as Darby Allin, I think his time will come. I don't think that's quite yet because MJF does deserve the title at the moment. He is the best out of the four presented here. Sammy Guevara I like a lot work-wise, but his attitude is piss poor, and that makes me have MJF number one out of the four pillars here that they're spotlighting. MJF is going to come out as and still reigning, defending AEW World Heavyweight Champion, your World Heavyweight Champion, Michael J. Friedman. And then the last match is Anarchy in the Arena, the Elite, which is Adam Page, Matt and Nick Jackson, and Kenny Omega, a.k.a. Twinkle Toes, a.k.a. Sissy Boy Fights. That's who is the best wrestler in all time. Someone who's in Sissy Boy Fights. and wrestles 9-year-olds and sex dolls. Right, right. Kenny Omega is not the best wrestler of all time. The Young Bucks are not the best wrestler of all time. Adam Page, I like all right. But they're going against the Blackpool Combat Club, which consists of Bryan Danielson, Claudio, Jon Moxley, and Wheeler Yuta. Now, I'm a big Bryan Danielson fan, and I'm a big Claudio fan. Jon Moxley can bite the big one, bro. And I just don't like his style of wrestling. I don't like his style of matches. And it's okay if you do. I'm sure Jon Moxley is a really nice guy in real life. I'm not into the whole deathmatch thing, man. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's dangerous. I think you're killing brain cells. I like him enough, but I don't know. His AEW run has really turned me off from him. And, I mean, I'm really proud of him for trying to fix his alcoholism. I know that's a tough thing to do. Myself having problems with alcohol like that, so I get how that can be tough. But as far as the style of matches are concerned, I'm just not big on his matches. With that being said, I'm hoping that the Blackpool Combat Club win this over the Elite to end the night in this anarchy in the arena match, which I don't even know how you're going to win that. I guess you have to have people just refs following everyone around and I guess pinning them somewhere or wherever. I'm not too sure what the full rules are. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Maybe I should have found out before this video. But I'm thinking that the Combat Club is going to win. And yeah, that's my picks for Double or Nothing. You let me know down below what you're thinking of this pay-per-view. Do you think it's going to be one of the best AEW Double or Nothing ever? Is it going to be the best ever? I don't know. No, but if you're excited or you have predictions, let me know down below, guys. And until next time, peace, Snookums.